And that's in welcome to a session on how to kickstart a career in stocks.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, and if possible, could you open the video, please?
Yeah, sure.
So
One
it
second,
is good
hold
to see
on.
you.
Sure, hold
Yeah,
on.
sure.
1 second. I'll adjust my camera once, okay?
Yeah, you take your time.
Thank you. हाँ जी.
Yeah, it looks perfect now. Yeah.
Okay. It's fine now?
So yeah, it's great now. So am I audible to you?
Yeah, you're audible to me. थोड़ा सा loud हो जाओगे तो मेरे लिए और ज़्यादा beneficial होगा. It's bit low.
Okay, fine. So I'll be loud enough. So yeah,
It's fine. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So we have a good number of participants already now, and we could kickstart the session now. So as the introduction, could you tell about yourself, about your education, and about your career, current position?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Jasmine Malhotra. I did my schooling in my commerce background. From my schooling only, I was very much inquisitive about market, stocks, all of these balance sheet ratios. All of these were very. I was very passionate about to study into the core about it. So after my schooling only, I started studying out with the stocks and investing them with the fundamental analysis. Later on, I started with my higher education from Delhi University. During this tenure only, I came to know about another field which was trading in the market. And then I started trading in the market during my college years only. After my college years, I finalized that I would choose this as my career option only. I was very much into it. Although that was a quite tough decision because if you see market in India, it doesn't have any good reputation. Mostly people have this like it's all about gambling. You will run out of all your money. You are making a wrong decision in your life. But I was all together with my full focus. I was confident that this is it. This is the thing that I want to do. Then I did a year course in diploma in market management. Then I did all my NSC certifications. I am NSC certified market technician, in which I did a technical analysis module, financial modeling module, capital analysis module, derivative analysis module, equity derivative analysis module, through which I got all that I wanted for my trading in the market. And as of now, I am a full-time trader, independent trader, trading on my own with my own funds. And I am the co-founder of our organization, which is Trading Insight. It is an initiative. We are two teammates who started this initiative to pass on financial literacy to the people. What I have come through in all these years, in all these 6 years, as in when I have been trading and mentoring about market and all of these things related to market, I have come across that people have very less knowledge about financial literacy, which I feel like it is very important in your life to know about how to maintain your finance, what is financial literacy, how can you make your money work for you. This was something that enticed me to do something towards providing financial literacy to the people. So me and my teammates started an initiative which is working towards providing financial literacy. We work our very best to provide each and every aspect which is related to the market from core to the bottom. I work on GAN theory also. I'm a full-time trader with GAN. So we started this to provide from core to the top everything about the markets. That's about me. Pardon me, your voice is not clear.
Am I audible now?
Hanji. Sorry, yeah, you're audible now.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. So it's been
I guess you're gone. Hi. Is it? Hi. Hi. It
Yeah,
just disconnected, I guess.
yeah, I had a network issue. Is it okay
Oh,
now?
okay. Yeah. It's
Okay.
fine now.
Yeah, yeah. Can you tell us about your experience working as a stock trader and how does your day look like?
Okay. Working as a stock trader, my schedule is kind of very, well, it's like it's my own life. I trade on my own. It's up to me when I want to trade, how I want to trade, what is my position. But yeah, it requires homework also. 9 to 3:30, you need to be in front of your laptop if you are working as a trader. Positional, intraday, be it anything, you have to be there if you are working in a cash segment. And then if you switch on to futures and option segment, then it requires more of your time, more of your labor towards it. Each day is a learning day, a more experience day, and a more fun day. Every day gives me a new experience, new learning. I really enjoy doing it. Actually, I am doing what I really love to do, so every day is amazing for me. It's like I have to give 2 to 3 hours after the market hours. 9 to 3:30 is my full working hours, and after that, I have to give two to almost like 1 hour maximum to chart every day so that I can look over to the charts and prepare myself for the next working day, next trading day, next excitement. So it's all exciting. Apart from that, my second passion is passing on whatever knowledge I have. So apart from my trading hours, I provide mentorship to the students who are looking for some financial literacy in the stock market, like derivative segments or cash segments, fundamentals or technicals. So my overall day is quite functional, quite happening. It's my own boss. When I want to trade, I trade. When I don't want to trade, I don't trade. So I like my work a lot.
That was really exciting thing. So that's really insightful for people who want to trade as well. They can do as well when
Yeah,
they want. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So we have a lot of students who are from financial backgrounds, finance backgrounds, from
Mm-hmm.
education wise. So what skills are required in the industry for them to succeed?
Okay, if the people who are from the financial background, if they are looking to start their career in this field, you should have the knowledge of fundamentals, technicals, risk analysis. And now it is somewhere divided into two parts. It's like it's crossing into two parts. One is with a trading perspective. You want to work on your own with your own capital. And second one is if you want to join the corporate sector. Okay, it's up to you what you want to go like or which path you want to choose. If you opt to go for a technical trader or a technical analyst, you want to work on your own, all your trading, all your, it's all about like you want to work as a business, you take it as a business, day by day consistency business. If you see that, you should have skills about technical analysis, about options and option strategies, various fundamentals of the companies. And if you go for the corporate sector, you should have skills in equity research also. Then you can go for arbitrage also, hedge funds also. Apart from, for each and everything, you should have core knowledge about how to analyze your risk, systematic, unsystematic, how to diversify it. If you go for some mutual fund houses or hedge funds, there are the opportunities in mutual fund houses. You work as a mutual fund advisor, you can work as a stock advisor, you can work as a broker also. If you want to go for a corporate sector, you can also go for a equity research analyst or a technical analyst. Apart, there's like various opportunities that opens up to you if you opt this field. Apart from being a full-time trader to a corporate sector, there are a lot of opportunities to you. If you want to go even further into it, you can go for CFAs, FRM, CFT, CMT. These are the opportunities. If you are into the fundamentals of the companies, you can go for FRM and CFA. They had some good pioneer companies like Morgan and Stanley and Goldman Sachs. These all hire FRMs and CFA students, like CFA doing individuals. And if you have some interest in the technical parts or the chart parts of the thing, then you can go for CFT or CMT. CFT and CMT are very less known in India as of now. This is something which,
Exactly.
yeah, CFA is still known by the people because it is something related to the fundamental parts. But whatever it is related to the technical part is very less known to the people. Since I am very much into it, I am exploring each and everything. So CFT and CMT are two more aspects that you can go for in technical analysis also.
Okay, so as we speak about the job opportunities, we should also speak about the kind of projects which should we be doing to add on the value to our resume.
Okay,
So what kind
so
of projects can a student do? Yeah.
yeah, the students go for the life projects for as they want to become a technical analyst, or they want to become a full, like they want to do something which is related to the charts. So what they can do is they can pick up some stocks, keep on tracking the charts. They should make their spray Excel files of what trades they can have in the day, what trade did they take, what charting technique did they apply to their chart, and what was the end result. They can create a full pack order हो गया कि आपने what trade did you take. You can take a 30 days challenge that I'll take these 30 days and I'll organize all my trades on the basis of the technical analysis. I'll keep on monitoring them. I'll make a spreadsheet or Excel file for them, and I'll look into it ki what was my end result, was I profitable or not. This will work for you if you are going for some technical analysis, because this will show your skills in the technical field, how much accurate you are when you see the charts, how much accurate you are when you go through the charts and take trades. Practical, because trading requires practical efficiency. It's something which is beyond the bookish knowledge, which is beyond what you see ki this is it, this is it. It is all beyond that, because here you are dealing with your money, and if you lose here, you are going to lose your money. So it requires more of the practical experience and practical knowledge. Apart from that, if somebody is into fundamentals of the company, like he's looking for some opportunities in equity research analyst or hedge fund companies or some asset management companies, then individual can go for financial modeling project. Like he can pick up some stocks and make a full-fledged reports about the companies, compare it to the peers, and then add it on to their resumes as their extra add-on to the files that they made. They can look over to the companies fundamentally and then plan it afterwards that this was something that I found out that it's going to make some good amazing things in the market, and if it did, then you can add it to your resume, and it will definitely add to your learning also and to your resume also. Everything that you do in the market, technical or fundamental, is with a twin objective. You are going to learn something practically also, and it is going to help you in your resume also.
That was really insightful answer, because I'm also a finance student, so I could really understand the importance of including this things to the resume. So we could move to the next question. So can
Sure.
you walk us through the different job opportunities in the finance sector, like the stock trader, financial analyst, risk analyst, CA, and any others? So what does a student require to be part of this kind of job opportunities?
Okay, sure. If you want to go for a stock trader, then you require to be a NSE certified market technician. Like you should have some core knowledge from the basic to the top of it, because you are going to be a trader. A trader is meant to be someone who's actually trading in the market, practically applying everything in the market. So you should have some sound knowledge about the cash segment, about the futures and option segment. If you are going to take further yourself further, you are taking to go one step ahead from cash to futures and option segment, then you should have core knowledge about equity derivatives. You should have knowledge about options and option strategies, what are the various hedging systems that are available to us, arbitrage things. All of these knowledge should be available if you are going to become a stock trader. If you are looking for some opportunities as a equity research analyst, or what did you say, stock trader, then
Risk analyst as well
yeah,
as CA.
then for a risk analyst, you need to be someone who has some good upper hand in hedging, because risk is all about hedging the things, which is also related to options. When you go with the options, you make different strategies. You can make your own strategies analyzing the market. You can make your fund, you can hedge it. It's all about hedging the things. When you go for risk analysis, you can also go for FRM. FRM is a field which makes you a wholesome individual who has a good command over hedging and risk analysis. And for CAs, you have to have core knowledge about accounts, CA is something who need to have knowledge of everything. I must say that even accounts to stocks, there's something related to stock also. Then there's apart from stocks also corporate accountancy. You should know financials of the company. You should know if you're going to become a taxation CA, then you should know about each and every update of ITR, taxation, new policies, what is a reduction, what is the addition. So CA requires a lot of labor and a lot of work.
Exactly. So it's been a really interesting, as well as we have to put a lot of effort in this industry to get a job. So we could move
Sorry.
into the next question. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for anyone moving into the field of finance or stock trading, what are the
Mm-hmm.
required basics for them to know? Like an engineering student moving to a stock trading. So what are the skills required for them?
For anybody
And
entering into
basics.
stock
Yeah.
basics, for anybody entering into stock trading, be it somebody from the engineer background or somebody from the finance background, if you are going to become a trader, it's not something like you are an engineer to you can't be a trader, or you are in commerce background, do you'll have an upper hand being a trader. Because being a trader is something different from being someone from commerce background or from engineering background, because you haven't been learning about financial literacy as a trading concept in your schooling. So if you see that I am from commerce background, so I'll have some upper hand, it's nothing like that. If you are going to opt for fundamental things, then yeah, you will have some upper hand over someone who's in the engineering background. But for somebody coming into trading, I would advise first and foremost step is start learning from the basics. Basics are very necessary for the market. Like you started, if you are going to have something in the cash segment, start learning each and everything which is related to the basics of the cash. Start with what is equity, what is IPO, what is splits, what are bonus, how does splits come, what does they affect, what are the dividends, what is X date, what is come date of the dividends. Each and every smaller to smaller aspects you should know and you should learn about it. Later on, if you are looking for trading opportunity or you want to go for trade, becoming a trader, so the basic necessity is you should have core knowledge about technical analysis. Technical analysis about chart reading. Technical analysis teaches you how to interpret the chart. And for a trader, chart is a supreme thing. Chart is everything. You read the chart, you analyze the chart, you see here there's a short opportunity, you see here there's a buy opportunity. Trading ke liye technical analysis is very necessary. If you move on further from cash segment to equity and derivative segment, then you require core knowledge about what is futures, what is options, call kya hota hai, put kya hota hai. It's very risky to trade in that market. So having core knowledge about it, what are the risks that you are going to take, what is the reward you are going to take is very necessary. What I have been through all these years is people find that trading is very easy business. It's like anybody can do it, but ultimately maximum people that I have been in touch with or who come to me that provide us mentorship, maximum of them are the people who have been trading without knowledge and have been facing like huge losses in the market. Then they think about it ki, no, learning was necessary, we should have known about it necessary. So the first and foremost thing which I want each and everybody to know is learning then earning. Before, don't look for the earning part that market में तो एक दिन में इतने पैसे कमा सकते हैं, एक दिन में उतने पैसे कमा सकते हैं. Think about it, market एक दिन में किसी की पॉकेट से उतने पैसे लेके भी जाता है. Because when you go for futures and options, there's a contract. One is a winner, other one is a loser. And if you go without knowledge, futures and option is very, very risky. You will definitely lose something. Ultimately, at least you will not be in profitable trading. So learning is very important here. Equities padho, then futures and options padho. Learning is necessary. Then go for earning.
Okay. We could move. That was really insightful answer and really needed one. So because many are engineering students and other background students moving to stock trading to earn a pocket money. So let's see the next question. So what tools or software are you do you use in this finance industry? Like what tools you use in common?
Okay. So basically, if somebody is looking for some opportunity, then you should have core knowledge about Nest. Then Nest is NSC automated trading system. Then you have knowledge about Metaphor is a trader, Spider is a trader, Philcon is also an software or app. Apart from that, what I personally use for my trading is the indicators, which are, I am a Zerodha brokerage account user. Zerodha is amazing. I use it, and I then use the charts. I apply different indicators. There are various indicators available in the market. Apart from going from some stock softwares, you can directly have your brokers. You can open your account. You can look into the charts if you want to have something, and you can directly apply different indicators to it.
So, so something really important. I'm audible, right?
Yeah.
I'm audible, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you are.
So, any apps.
Now you're not. Sorry.
So, any
You're not.
apps or website or yeah.
Sorry.
I guess it's okay now.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
okay now, right? Yeah. So the question is, the apps or the website you would recommend for students get started with learning in this field. For
Okay.
students for getting a better learning, which apps or the website you will be preferring?
If you want to go for learning opportunities, go through the charts through economic.com. ET is a website where they will get a good charts over there. Charts, and apart from that, you will have some technical indicators knowledge also. Investing.com is also a website which you can use for chart looking and various updates related to the market, each and every news which is related to the market. Investopedia is also a website. Investopedia, if you have any doubt related to the market, any term, anything, just type it on Google, you will get it on Investopedia. Investopedia is, in the name itself, it's Investopedia. Wikipedia, Investopedia. It's about all information which is relevant and useful for the market. You will get everything there. You can use Money Control as your app for learning opportunities. Like ET have its tactical pick. They have their different studying opportunities also. If you go to ET, you can have a section where you learn about technicals. There's an option you can go and read about it. Same as with the Money Control, you can go and read various things which is related to the market. All of these websites have some education portal which provides you basic insights about the market. You can read about them, you can learn about them. Apart from that, you can also learn things from Zerodha. If you have been using it, there's Zerodha, which you can, I guess there's a network problem. Hold on. Yeah. There you can get a lot of information there. Yeah, this is it. Websites, these are the four main websites that I use. Is Encyclopedia, ET for news updates also. Investing.com is feasible for someone who is going to track world market also. Apart from India markets, in Money Control and ET, majorly you have everything which is happening inside our country, majorly. But if you go to investing.com, you will get each and every information, like each and everyone from the world market, tracking US market, tracking China, tracking Japan. Each and every information is available. You want to get crude oil information, you want to get information about gold, silver, or their various mentors also. You can ask questions through them, portals to them, they'll help you out. There's a lot of learning that you can go through.
Exactly. So, how much would you recommend a stock market challenge about Money Control offers Money Buy and Dallas Street offer Money Market Stock Market Challenge. So there are a lot of platforms which offer online simulation stock market games. So will that be an insightful for people to have a learning about stock markets?
Yeah, that challenges would be helpful. One second. Can I have a glass of water, please? One second.
Yeah, sure, you can.
Sure,
Take
thank
your
you.
time.
Yeah. Huh. So if you are going through these challenges, so these challenges won't much help you in learning process, but yeah, if you have learned about the market, then they'll help you to boost your confidence. Like you take a trading challenge, you have taken all the knowledge which is related to your technical analysis and your trading. Then you have some aversion to directly apply to the market because you think it's market, I can even lose money. You don't feel like you have this much confidence कि जाओ और जाके stock खरीद लो या बेच दो. So you can go for these challenges. You can opt for the challenge जीतोगे, confidence build up होगा, then you will yourself feel like, yeah, now I can go for the trading prospect. Yeah, these challenges help you a lot to build your confidence. कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड होना बहुत नेसेसरी है मार्केट में वर्क करने के लिए, बिकॉज कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा तभी ट्रेड ले पाओगे, कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आएगा ट्रेड कुछ नहीं ले पाएंगे हम. So these challenges helps a lot in confidence building.
Absolutely. So we move to the last question. So from my
Sure.
part, yeah. So how to apply for internship or job in the finance field?
Okay, if you are looking for some internship opportunity, Internshala is a very good option, or you can go to indeed.com. Apart from that, there are some financial literacy initiatives also, which have been, when I was in Delhi University, then I also got through these internships and all of these things. I keep on exploring and exploring and exploring. There are various things in Delhi that you can go through and you can apply for it for the learning perspective. So LinkedIn was also a platform for me. Apart from that, if you are in your college and you see any society which is working towards financial literacy or finance segment is something their course, you can go to the society, join the society, work with the society. Definitely, if it's a finance society, it will provide some internships which are related to the finance sector. Secondly, you go through Internshala, or if you're looking for some good companies that you want to apply through, keep on tracking their companies. They definitely give internship opportunities, but at the very first place, like Sherkha provides internship. Is a very like famous name. Everybody must be aware about Sherkha. Sherkha also provide internship opportunities. But actually speaking, not poking Sherkha, but they literally do a sales internship rather than providing some learning opportunities. That's a problem. You cannot help it out with it. But yeah, internships are available. Very less of them literally go through and help you in learning opportunities. Most of them have some disoriented motives. Sorry, I'm not demotivating anybody, but that's the harsh truth. Very less opportunities are open for finance field in our country. Then if
Exactly.
you're
So
looking
yeah,
for jobs, yeah, you can apply. Like you keep on tracking that. You can go for asset management companies, arbitrage companies. You can go for equity research analyst companies. First, you prepare yourself for them. Give your NSC exams, whichever field you want to choose. Like you want to go for some arbitrage fund or hedge fund or asset management fund, or you want to have some advisory funds or some asset management companies. Go through NSC, give papers of NSC, qualify them. You will be well prepared for them. Learn and then go for job opportunities. Definitely, people will hire you if you have upper hand in these things. And now BSc and NSC are literally working towards financial literacy. There are a lot of courses on BSc also, and if you go to NSC, they are literally short-term courses, pocket-friendly courses for each and everybody, and a knowledgeable course also. You give the paper, you add it to your resume, then you apply for the job. Definitely, you are going to get some good finance field jobs.
that was really great one because in my category we also collaborate with companies in providing internship
Sorry,
companies internship to
pardon
a
your
student. Uh,
internet. I cannot listen you. Sorry. I guess
am
internet
I
is a big issue.
am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Okay, so in my capital also we provide a lot of internship opportunities to students. So we actually collaborate with companies and bring the opportunities. So when we go in looking for opportunities for finance students, it will be randomly very much less. So so what do you think? Like what are the opportunities we could offer from a financial institute like yours for an intern who has completed a course from our my captain? Yeah, am I clear to you?
Actually, not because.
Yeah.
Can you
So
please
what I
repeat? Huh.
yeah. So what I asked was that so if a student was completed just course from my captain and was looking
Sure.
for opportunity from outside. So for a company like yours, so what will be the opportunities that will be open to a student? So
Okay,
what, yeah.
opportunities of, yeah. So we are basically working towards providing financial literacy, and moreover, we started an initiative to give internships also. So in that internship, what we do is we provide literacy. Okay, we give them classes. What is about market technicals? क्या होते हैं? How do you trade in the market? How to do trading? Then we provide internships to them. ask them to have a demo account, trade on the demo account, okay? And then we keep on tracking those demo accounts. See what is the end result? Is it profitable or not? If it's profitable, obviously everybody is in that into it, and everybody cannot be the one who is on the top. Okay, so we keep on adding the people who have been working good. Then we try to build confidence in them and move them to the further actual trading in the market, and actually they are good, doing great. जिन लोगों को interest होता है, who do it good on the demo account, then we further build their confidence that you can go and start with actual trading. There's full assistance and it's a lifetime assistance. कभी भी कोई problem हो, come to us, join us, ask us, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. But keep on trading, keep on earning. ये हमारा main motive है. Keep on earning in the market.
So now we can move into the question and session from mentees. So we have a lot of questions, so we could go one by one.
Sure.
And first one is that, yeah. So participant is asking about to explain about to give a brief about futures and options, and will it be a good choice for investment?
Okay. Futures and options won't be a good choice for investment at very first place, because futures and options are the segments which are the derivative segments of the cash segment. If you are looking for some long-term investing opportunities, then cash segment is something that you should go upon to. Futures and option segment is basically the derived form of the cash segment. Let's say there are 150 companies almost which are listed in futures and option segments. What is future is? Future and option में क्या? Is it fine if I be it in Hindi and English?
Maximum participants are from South India and Pan India. So
Okay,
they
okay.
should be
I
a
won't
better.
go with Hindi. I won't go with Hindi then. Okay, fine. So basically, futures and options are the segment which our exchange provides us, so that we can have a more trade with less capital. You require to have less capital. You trade on margin. But the thing is, they ask you that, okay, fine, we are providing you extra leverage, but you have to trade on our assumptions. First one is you have to trade in lots, like in cash market. If you want that, I want to buy 100 shares of particular stock. Let's say we are talking about ICICI Bank. You think that I am comfortable buying 100 shares of ICICI Bank, you buy in cash, okay? But then you go to futures and options. The lot size of ICICI Bank is 1375. So if you want to trade in future, or you want to have some options, the very first thing is you have to make your view according to the lot. In the multiples of the lot, matlab 1375 is minimum quantity, then 1375 into 2, 1375 into 3, number of lots, that is up to you. So यहाँ पे क्या है that you have to make your view according to a higher number of quantity. Per lot you have to make your view. So risk related to future and option is higher than what is related to cash. Secondly, why I'm saying is not good for investment opportunity is because every month there is a monthly expiry of our stocks. So they expire, these future expire every month. If you are in loss or you are in profit, exchange doesn't care about it. You have to square off your position anyhow, because it's all about contract. It's like A and B are entering into a contract. One is bullish, one is bearish. At the end of month, anybody, either one of those, bullish or bearish, going to win, another one is going to lose. This is about futures. Future is a direct payoff. Then we come to options. Options, we have call European and put European. Here we deal with premiums. Premiums may we have option geeks, we have Delta, we have Rho, we have Vega. There are various other things that actually work in options. You work with premiums. Here also you have to trade in lot. Lot is mandatory. Be it any future and option stock, you have to trade in lot. Like you are trading in ICICI Bank, then you have a strike price here. Options may you have strike price. Option is little bit complicated. Options may you have your strike price, like you want to trade, you have a bullish view on ICICI Bank, then you buy a call option. You buy a call option, you pay a premium. Then if it's according to your view, your motive, then you will be in profit. If it's not, you have to be at the loss. So for long-term investing, future and option is not suitable. Future and option is suitable for hedging, for some arbitrage, or you are a trader, you want to work in this segment, then you are going to take risk, you are a full-time trader, then it's good to go to that score. Else for investing, don't go with it. Stick on to cash, keep on accumulating good stocks, good quantity, good fundamental company. Over the years, you will have wealth maximization.
That was really useful answer actually. So we have a question. So what tips would you give for a beginner who is new to trading?
What tips I would
My
give to a
question already.
beginner?
Yeah.
What tips
Who
I
is
would
new
give
to trading?
trading? What gives acha? Who is new to trading? Okay, this is my personal experience. What I applied to myself. When you start trading, keep on sticking to cash segment at the very basic stage, because learning is necessary, earning is secondary motive. When you see that you did something, you took some trade in the market and it's correct, it will give you more pleasure, more happiness than the money. Or the money is always a secondary reward. If you are doing it and you see that you actually did something and that's amazingly working, you will feel very great. But stick on to cash segment at the very first few months, at least for 2 to 3 months, so that you can learn from your mistakes, you can refine your tradings, then shift on to futures and option segments if you are further looking for some good opportunities in the market. Then stick on to some quality stocks, always stick on to quality stock. Don't keep on trading with the companies which have bad backgrounds. These are not going to work anyway in future. Always stick to some good companies. Keep on looking at least at the quarterly profit or loss reports, at least. This you should be aware about it. Then if you are starting, keep your quantity low. Don't think that मैं आज ही सब जीत जाऊंगा, मैं आज ही 2000 शेयर खरीद लेता हूँ और मैं आज ही. Don't think about it. Look into consistency. When you will go into consistency, definitely money will come to you by yourself.
Okay, so we have a question from Mushkan. So he's asking, for starting a career in finance and stock market and to learn both fundamental and technical aspect of the market, which course shall I do after my graduation?
Sorry.
Shall I repeat the question? Yeah.
No, I heard it. Okay.
Yeah,
If
okay.
you have like good interest, you can go through some amazing books. There are amazing books and available to you which are helpful for learning about fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Further, if you don't feel like I need some extra practical application or some back testing in the market, you can go to some good mentors. Keep on looking around, you will find some very amazing mentors. Go to their backgrounds, what was the mentor's background, how he has been trading. Take some demo sessions from different individuals. If you feel like you have to join the course, give NSC exams. NSC exams are mandatory, and then you can look for some trading opportunities and career opportunities too.
Yeah, so we have a question from Suresh. Do we have a platform available where we can practice trading? Something like dummy platform for learning where we can trade and learn market behavior. I guess we discussed about it.
Hello.
And we can give a brief on it. Yeah.
Pardon me. Hello.
Yeah. So
Hello.
am I audible?
Hello.
Hello. Am I audible?
Once.
Yeah.
I guess
Jasmine
it's
is,
on my side now. 1 second.
yeah, take your time. Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah, sure. So for Suresh question, we have a lot many platforms where we could practice dummy trading like DSIJ, then we have MoneyBuy. So last week we had a finance contest which was conducted in conjunction with ANC Trading, where we conducted a contest with MoneyBuy, which was really insightful session. And you could also try it now. It's always available for anyone to practice MoneyBuy, DSIJ, and a lot many simulator apps. And the other question, we could wait for a minute while Jasmine returns.
Hi. Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. Sorry, I guess there's some internet problem with it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Internet is
Since
a big
everyone
issue
is using it,
nowadays.
it's very slow. Yeah, exactly. If net is an issue, you can close the video and you can just
No.
answer the questions.
No, 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 no. It's fine. It's fine.
Was a live part. Jasmine, are you there?
Yeah, I am there, but I actually can't hear you properly.
Yeah, actually, I got distracted. I'm audible now? Uh, Jasmine, Jasmine, are you there?
Yeah, I am there. Hi. I guess there's some
I guess
into.
really,
I still
yeah, it's
can't
been
hear
really.
you properly. Sorry. I guess there's some
Is
issue.
it? I guess it's a better if we could close the video. Yeah,
Yeah, I also think so. It would be better because net. It's fine.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so we could go for a couple of more questions and wind up the session.
Sure,
So we have
sure.
a, yeah. We have a question. So how to pick the right stocks? So what kind of research works a person should do to choose to pick the right stocks?
If you go for fundamental analysis, if you are going to pick some company for a long term motive, then go to the sector, analyze the full sector. It's a EIC analysis for fundamental analysis. You have to see the economy, then you have to look over the company. Uh, you have to go look over the economy, then you have to look into the industry, and then you should choose a company. You, for choosing a company, you have to make a P comparison, comparative statements, which company is working better, which company has employed its capital in a better way, which company is giving a good results, good dividend giving policies. You have to go through a lot if you are going into fundamentals. If you are looking for some companies in technicals, you have to look into the charts. Charts give you indication that it's a good point to buy and it's a good point to exit. It depends how you want to go into it.
Okay, yeah. We have a question. So I'm
Hmm.
looking for a career in stock market, specifically as a CFA. So as a
Hmm.
second year BCom student from an ordinary college, what can I do now for excelling at the field?
Okay. See, if you are looking for becoming a CA, start
I mean
learning.
CFA,
Yeah,
CFA.
yeah, chartered financial analyst, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you are in second year commerce background.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Then it's a great opportunity for you to go for CFA since you have a commerce background. You have a upper hand over others for the company's balance sheets, revenue statements, and all of the cash flow statements that you have been learning all through your college years and all your school years. If you want to go for CFA level 1, it's very basic. It's all about what you did in your school 11th and 12th. What are you doing right now as of now? You should have sound knowledge about financials, you can go it through your books. You should have sound knowledge about corporate accountancy, which we learned during our commerce. You should have a knowledge about management accountancy, which is also prescribed in our syllabus in college. So start going through the books, ask your lecturers or the professors, they'll help you out. CFA level 1 giving is a very easy task. You just require hard work and a good command over your commerce background. You can go for level 1. Then after getting level 1, actually when you give level 1, you should have a level 2 certification. If you want to make some career in it, level 1 is not enough. You have to have level 2. Then for level 2, you require some mentorship program. You can go for it for the level 2 program. Apart from that, there's nothing out of the blue which is in CFA. CFA is all about which you have been learning all through your school, all through your college, and it is basically all the focus is made on the finance sector. Core is the finance. You will learn about risk, you will learn about management, you will learn about corporates, you will learn about financials. It's all about that you have been learning and you will keep on learning.
Okay, that's really great answer. And CFA is one of the most prestigious exams in the country and across the world, universally acclaimed. So, but cost bit higher. That's the only default in that. And so we can move to the next question from Acharya. So Acharya asks, what are the difference between mutual funds and ETF, and which is better?
Okay, mutual funds and ETFs, दोनों में both are the pooled money. ETF is something that you can day to day track in the market. There is ETF for gold. There's a ETF, Axis AMC ETF. There are the ETFs, Nifty ETF you have. All of these ETFs you have, they are actually available to you in an open form, in a trading form, right? Mutual fund is something, if you go for it, you do a SIP in it, or you do a lump sum investment on it, and it is a closed fund. Okay, both of them
Exactly.
are the pooled opportunities. Both of them are kind of equivalent, but in if you are going for a open-ended mutual fund, then also you can exit it at any point of time, depending on what mutual fund you choose. You have hybrid schemes, you have equity-based scheme, you have debt-based schemes. In your ETFs also, you have gold ETF, you have Axis ETF, which is a constituents of all the Nifty 50 companies. It makes a ETF. So both of them have kind of a same motive that they pool your money, they give you a diversification. You can go for hybrid scheme in mutual fund in which you have debt based also and equity based also, so that in the worst scenarios like this COVID scenario, something can cope up the other part. And if you are going for some long term motive that you have very much faith in the equity, then you can have the ETFs and the mutual funds for the equity based schemes.
Okay, that was really great answer. So we have a question from Sakil. So he asks, how much CAGR would one generate through trading on stock market?
Trading on stock market and CAGR are the two very not linked things. If you are trading, you calculate your return on every month basis, and if you are looking for CAGR, then you are talking about fundamentals. You are talking about investing in a market. If you are investing in a market and you find some good, amazing, good companies, then you can expect CAGR of 20 to 22% per annum. If you are talking about trading, so I actually cannot define what return can generate in the market. It can be 1,000%, 10,000%. If you trade in futures and option segments, it can be 30 to 40% on monthly basis. If you are trading in cash segment in a good way, it depends upon your trading skills.
Okay. So yeah, so we almost covered the questions. So a last few ones left. Yeah. So how to get internship in your company? That was really interesting one.
How to get internship? Okay, sound knowledge about technicals or sound knowledge about fundamentals, whatever you are looking at. We want
Okay.
someone who has full dedication towards the market, who wants to learn and earn in the market. We have a dual objective. First, we provide you education, then we provide you skills. Oh sorry, we provide you educations, with that we provide you skills. So agar if you want to learn something and earn something, come to us. It's a basic test about financial literacy, very basic test. If you clear it, you have the eligibility criteria, you can come to our organization and you can join the internship.
Okay, that was really great one. So yeah, so we have a question from Morgan. He says that I am a BCom first year student and I want to pursue investment banking and I want to be a stock market expert. So what should I start doing right now?
If you're looking for pursuing investment banking, then CFA is an opportunity that opens up the field for investment banking. If you start working towards your goal as of now, you want to become a market expert in the investment banking also. There are two things that you are talking about. You want to become an investment banker and a market expert. Okay. If you want to become a market expert, start reading journals which are related to the market, start reading different news, start reading what is market all about, how does it trade, what is nifty, what is bank nifty, what are the things that are actually affecting the market, how does everything works out. And if you're looking for investing banking opportunities, you can start your career in MBA finance or CFA. Both of these things open the career opportunities in investment bankings. If you pursue your MBA, IB is something that you can very easily rely upon. MBA in finance.
Exactly. So that sums up the question and answer. We almost covered all questions, and it was really exciting, and it was really great time spending with you, Jasmine. And we had a lot of financial literacy knowledge, and it was a very knowledgeable session to each and everyone who attended this, and for me as well. And I really thank you for being part of the session and giving a lot of insights. And we could really connect over the time. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. It was nice talking to you too. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for all the listeners, and all your questions were really amazing. I really feel good to connect to the people when I look that they are literally working towards and taking financial literacy as a part of their life.
Exactly. So let's wind up the session and thank you, Mendes, for being so much patience even after the technical glitches. So thank you, guys. Someone is asking the details. Yeah, they log. Ma'am, Jasmine,
Hanji,
could
Hanji.
you, yeah, could you share any details or mail ID or something? So if there's any details or any queries for Mendes, they could contact you.
Sure, sure. I can share my LinkedIn profile and my contact information.
Yeah, sure, that
You
works.
can go through my LinkedIn profile and my contact information. Wait for a while. This is
Yeah.
my mail ID. I can type it here, right?
Yeah, in the
Jasmine.
chat session you can.
Yeah, this is my mail ID. Okay. 77977, and this is my contact information, my phone. This is my WhatsApp number. If you have any query related to the market, you can directly contact me on my WhatsApp number, or you can search it out my LinkedIn profile. I have my profile with this mail only. One second, I'll share my profile. It's in other phone. One second.
Yeah, sure, take your time.
LinkedIn. Sorry, excuse me, sorry.
I hope you're okay.
Yeah. It's all about this cold weather and cold water that's hurting my throat, nothing else.
Okay. It's Corona time and it's getting.
Yeah, it's cold in Dehradun. I am as of now in Dehradun, so it's all that's hurting it, nothing else.
Okay. Okay.
Once again, this is
Okay.
my
Sure.
LinkedIn profile I'm sending. Once again. Mama, yeah, what's that? I'm gonna copy it, my LinkedIn profile there. If you search it out through mail ID, also you'll get my LinkedIn profile. Else you search it out. My name, Jasmine Malhotra is my name.
Yeah.
You'll find it
Yeah.
very easily.
Yeah, exactly.
LinkedIn.
I too found
Yeah.
out in the evening. So just type in
Uh,
Jasmine Malhotra in LinkedIn and you could find the profile.
Yeah, you can easily find my LinkedIn profile there. Else, this is my contact number. If anybody wants to contact, then you can directly message me. I'll help you out with anything which is related to market.
That was really grateful. So thank you, Jasmine, once again, and we could sum up the session now. Yeah, we have the LinkedIn profile as well.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you
Okay,
so much. Contact number, please. I have already written the contact number.
yeah.
Somebody is asking for the
Okay,
contact
guys.
number.
Bye. Good
It's
night. Yeah,
yeah.
the contact
Okay.
number is already, yeah, it's already in the
Already.
chat section. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
thanks, Jasmine and everyone. Have a great
Thank you
night
so much. Thank you for joining
and
the
be
session.
safe.
Thank you. Yeah, you or everybody be safe.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye. Good night. Take care.